On to another top story that we have been following, and it's day 3 of poisonous air which Delhi residents are being forced to breathe as a thick blanket of smog still has covered the national capital for the third day in a row after Diwali festivities. Stubble burning is also contributing to this pollution, but the main concern, of course, is that the cracker ban which the Delhi government had tried to impose has completely failed. Delhi's overall air quality is still in severe category, which is hazardous for health. Doctors say that they have been seeing a rise in patients with respiratory problems. The Delhi government, as an emergency measure, has deployed 114 water tankers to sprinkle water on the roads to settle dust. And that might help in reducing the particulate matter which is hanging in the air, and that kind of might help in reducing pollution levels. Meanwhile, not just Delhi, but its satellite cities, Gurugram, Noida, Faridabad, have also recorded air quality which are in the hazardous category. Let me go across to my colleague Ayushman, who's been tracking this for days now. Ayushman, there's no respite for Delhi residents, but some of these emergency measures which are being put in place by the Delhi government, do you actually see on ground that they are being done routinely, or at least at specific areas which need urgent attention?
Well, Tanmay, in the national capital, you need the urgent attention at across every location, because almost all the national capital measuring stations are witnessing currently the air quality level in severe category. Currently, we are at Vijay Chowk, where the thick layer of smog, which you witnessed earlier, has definitely receded. The situation, as per visibility, has increased, but the pollution continues to be there. The particulate matter deposition in the air is still there, and that is something which the doctors are also highlighting, saying the number of patients related with the respiratory diseases have increased. But here, if you see, Tanima, the thick smog which we earlier saw day before yesterday and yesterday also, at least that has come down a bit in terms of visibility, but that hasn't brought down the level of pollution that we were seeing in the national capital. In fact, if we go through the official app of the Central Pollution Control Board, that actually shows that somewhere the air quality index, which was hanging somewhere around 460, has come down to 438, yet it is in the severe category. And this is the Samir app which we are talking about. It encapsulates about 39 measuring stations, and this is Alipur, Shadipur, DTU, all of them are actually in a severe category. If you see here, Tanima, this is the situation. This is Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium, where we are right now. It is having a air quality index of 455. So situation is bad in terms of pollution, but visibility, as per the smog that we are talking about, that has increased. But at the same time, smog has come down, but not the pollution so far.
That's right. And you have, of course, been speaking to the Delhi government body as well as Delhi government ministers as well, who are saying that they are trying to also ensure that they do everything that they can in order to bring the pollution levels down. But it's the people who suffer every year, and nothing really changes on ground. Ayushman will, of course, be tracking all the details on that with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Meanwhile, experts have highlighted why there's a need to be careful, especially for those who already suffer from heart and lung ailments. Listen in.
So the danger actually is all around. Of course, each person who has some chronic problem will suffer hugely, and people with chronic heart disease will also suffer, because one, pollution affects directly the breathing of a person, where you are taking in all these toxins through your lungs. Then they set up a full reaction in your body, where your blood pressure can go up, your heartbeat can go up. If you are already suffering from a, say, pre-condition of heart attacks, then the heart attacks can be precipitated. Of course, but the main thing that is worrisome is that the toxins in the air affect every part of the body. And people are complaining of headaches, people are complaining of breathing problems, especially people who have had asthma and other chronic lung diseases. They are in very severe problem. But actually, if you go back, we knew it was going to happen. We have known this for several years, and year after year at this time we have this discussion. But unfortunately, it has never been able to be corrected or addressed as the time goes by. And in a way, it's criminal that the population is subjected to this kind of toxicity, which every citizen has the right to live and breathe clean air.
Well, both are, I suppose, apple and oranges. I think we shouldn't be comparing them, but both are equally dangerous. If I'm able to answer the question, in one way, pollution is a perennial phenomenon. So this is nothing new for us. We get this pollution all through. Delhi's average AQI, barring few months when you were in total lockdown. I mean, this year has been great because of the lockdown. But otherwise, if you take that look at the data, your AQI is never normal. AQI is below 50 is normal. So you never touch 150. So most of the time, it's about the duration of the pollution, which matters rather than an acute surge. Unfortunately, in Delhi NCR, we are more prone to be awake when there is a trigger, when there is a sharp spike, and rightly so, because people feel that suddenly their breathing problems gets worse, they start feeling problem. But the fact is, our AQI is never normal. So I think it's important to recognize that in that context, that our environment is never healthy.
Time for us to slip into a short break. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned.